I'm guessing you have seen the Anthony Joshua versus Jarrel Miller press conference where Jarrel Miller was running his mouth quite a lot. If you haven't seen it, then go and see it right now. Seriously, it was pretty incredible. Jarrel Miller was talking a lot and he wouldn't let AJ talk at all. Anytime AJ got a question and AJ tried to answer it, Jarrel Miller would talk over him. He was clearly trying to get inside Anthony Joshua's head. People have tried that before, it doesn't work. Although Dillian Whyte did manage to drag him into a bit of a gunfight, but still, can Jarrel Miller do that? He seems to be talking about Anthony Joshua's mother and things like that, but I don't think he will get in Anthony Joshua's head. I think Anthony Joshua is cool, calm, and is about business. And obviously he does follow in the footsteps of Vladimir Klitschko, so I think he will take that kind of approach. I think this is similar to the Vladimir Klitschko versus David Haye fight, where David Haye was running his mouth a lot about Klitschko and talking big in the press conferences, but Klitschko just dealt with business. David Haye knew that he had to get in Vladimir Klitschko's head, because obviously Klitschko could just outbox him, outjab him, and that's exactly what he done. So David Haye knew that he had to get in his head, but it didn't work. And I think we're seeing the same thing, or similar here, where Jarrel Miller has to get in Anthony Joshua's head and make it a fight. Otherwise, he doesn't really stand a chance. In a straight-up boxing match, a jabbing contest, Anthony Joshua is obviously going to come out trumps. And obviously, in a gunfight, Anthony Joshua is going to come out trumps. But obviously, Jarrel Miller has to make it a fight like that. Otherwise, he doesn't stand any hope of winning. Jarrel Miller, I think he's a good fighter. He's adequate. But I don't think he's as good as he's making out. Like I said, last time in his fight against Bogdan Dinu, he was trying to bob and weave shots, dropping his gloves. And he didn't really move out of the way of the shots. He still got hit. If he does that against Anthony Joshua, he will wake up the next day wondering what the hell happened. So is Jarrel Miller trying to get in Anthony Joshua's head? Yes. Is it working? No, I don't think so. I think Anthony Joshua is wise to that. And now with his 22 fights, I know it's not many, but still, he has experienced a lot in that relative short time. So I think he knows when someone is trying to get in his head. He sees it here, and he is not biting, which is a good thing. He needs to get behind his boxing, break Jarrel Miller down, and knock him out. Like I said before, I don't think this fight goes past 6 rounds. I don't think that Jarrel Miller is on the same level as Anthony Joshua. He would have had a better chance at beating Deontay Wilder. That was a better fight for him, I believe. This one is just too much, I think. Anthony Joshua is levels above Jarrel Miller. And obviously you have the sparring stories with Tyson Fury, where Tyson Fury dropped him 7 times in a single round. And obviously you could say that Tyson Fury was lying, but I don't believe he was. He says what he's going to do, and then he does it. He done it with Deontay Wilder. He outboxed him completely. He said he was going to, and that's exactly what he done. So, provided that Jarrel Miller has not got in Anthony Joshua's head, which I don't think he has done at the moment, but he will continue to try in the build-up to this fight. So, he hasn't yet, but he could still get into Anthony Joshua's head, which is a dangerous game, I think. It always is a dangerous game once it becomes emotional. If you deal with business, get behind your jab, move your feet well, then you can always do well in a boxing match. If you get emotionally involved, obviously that can spell danger, because Anthony Joshua is a good boxer. He is a better boxer, I believe, than Jarrel Miller. So if he gets behind his boxing, jabs, and shifts his feet. I thought against Alexander Povetkin, he was sort of falling in with shots slightly, and he wasn't moving his feet after throwing or before throwing, which is vital. He was kind of a sitting duck and a target. But obviously he had flu and things like that. It wasn't well publicised, but he did have the flu going into that fight. But this time, obviously he will be in better health. But once he got behind his boxing, the opportunity presented itself, and he got Alexander Povetkin out of there. For this particular fight, he will need a different game plan. He will need to jab, move, because obviously Jarrel Miller will be walking him down and trying to cut off the ring. But obviously, if Anthony Joshua can jab him, move, use his athleticism against Jarrel Miller. They have always said that Jarrel Miller has a good engine and has good cardio rate. But against Anthony Joshua, if Anthony Joshua can jab him and move his feet and get out of range, keep Jarrel Miller on the end of the jab and keep Jarrel Miller away and constantly trying to walk him down, I think Jarrel Miller will tire then. Because obviously none of the fighters that Jarrel Miller has been in against is like Anthony Joshua and can compete with the strength and the athleticism. But guys, what are your thoughts on this? What did you think of the press conference? Is Jarrel Miller trying to get in Anthony Joshua's head? Is he succeeding? Please drop your thoughts in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you guys.